On behalf of the team of Westward Scroll, we would like to thank you for taking a look at this video presentation. My name is Kelly O'Sullivan, and I'll be taking you through the final recap video for Westward Scroll's usability evaluation and needs assessment of iPassio. During this video, we will go through the recommendations we have developed from the various research methods we have deployed, more or less in two phases. The needs assessment, followed by the usability evaluation. After that is complete, we'll move into the discussion phase of the video and talk a little bit about the shortcomings and scope of our project, as well as some thoughts for the people at iPassio moving forward. All of this, of course, with the end goal of helping our client understand the needs of their users, as well as any lingering usability issues. iPassio is an online learning platform where hobbyists can pursue hobby development. This web service offers students unfettered one-on-one access to their instructors. And in addition to close mentorship, iPassio guarantees a productive learning environment due to their strict instructor policy of only working with highly experienced and knowledgeable teachers. Before we made any attempts at analysis, we needed to contact our stakeholders and have an interview with them in order to determine what their goals and expectations were. We also spoke at length with them about the state of iPassio, where they came from and where they're going, as well as to gain additional understanding about their core user base. Coming away from our interview with iPassio staff members, it was clear that they needed additional insights about both their student and teacher user populations. Both of these user groups were spread across a wide variety of age and expertise, and to better understand these groups, we conducted multiple interviews within both user groups. Beyond our stakeholder interviews, we conducted 4 interviews with 2 participants from the teacher user group and 2 from the student user group. From these interviews, we hoped mainly to understand user use and perspective regarding the iPassio interface, their relationship with iPassio support, and on iPassio's class registration system. Using findings from our interviews, we were then able to develop several personas and scenarios based on the users we had identified. These users would serve as a reminder of more or less typical users comprising traffic on iPassio's website. While researching what competition iPassio has, we came across 2 direct competitors, 2 partial competitors, 2 indirect competitors, and 2 analogous competitors. Up next was the deployment of our surveys, and when we were finished we had 28 responses, 10 from our teacher user base and 18 from our student group. Our first finding from our surveys is that some students wish to have a syllabus put in place by their instructors and more written materials available on the website. One student reported that a syllabus would help him understand the class better at the beginning of his studying, so that he could potentially adjust the class content with the instructor in order to suit his goals better. Another student claimed that if there were a syllabus available before he actually started taking the class, he would be able to know what to expect and how to distribute his time and attention throughout the class period. Some students reported feeling unsatisfied with the feedback process, including both the amount of feedback they are receiving and the way in which they are receiving it. Also, some students pointed out that they would like to see a more convenient way of tracking class progress and marking attendance. Several went out of their way to mention that the current attendance marking process is not a smooth one. While most directly supporting the issues of teachers not providing enough support or feedback, we found that teachers are not fully utilizing the resources iPassio has provided to them. None of the teachers reported that they had used the function of adding course resources before, and only 10.34% of the teachers used the function of course syllabus before. While iPassio does provide a variety of options for teachers to add course-related materials to the website, the responses on both sides show that those features are not fully utilized by the teachers and in turn the students. To provide the best learning experience to the students, we suggest that iPassio set up minimal acceptable requirements that teachers must meet before starting a class. For example, before holding their first lesson, the teacher should have the course syllabus uploaded to the website. Additionally, iPassio might suggest that teachers upload short video clips or documents that introduce the teacher and demonstrate mutual expectations for the course. During the duration of the course, this might mean that the teacher also uploads helpful resources such as YouTube videos, related articles, or short assignments for students to do outside of the Skype teaching sessions that they participate in. Based on the survey results, the team also agreed that adding a student dashboard feature could greatly increase students' sense of involvement with the course they are taking. When answering the question, is there any feature you wish iPassio had, but doesn't? The trend of the answers showed that students want a better understanding of how they're performing and what their progress is for the course so far. Our recommendation to iPassio was adding a dashboard feature to help alleviate user frustration. The dashboard might include features like marking attendance, tracking progress, and getting instructor feedback. Our group wanted a better understanding of the usability issues in iPassio from a first-hand perspective, and so we each put iPassio through Nielsen's 10 heuristics. While this method can potentially produce inconsistencies due to the analyst's varying interpretations of the heuristics in use, it is nevertheless an effective method of gathering a large amount of usability information in a short amount of time. Usability testing was our next and final method to implement while working to gain deeper understanding of the usability issues iPassio faces. From the user tests that we conducted, we first found with respect to the student user types that it is difficult to locate the Request a Free Session button. In order to alleviate this usability issue, our recommendation to iPassio is to redesign and rethink the placement of the Free Session button, perhaps to a location that has a more eye-catching ability. Our student users all missed the Free Session button at the top of the screen and scrolled all the way down to its other position at the bottom of the page before clicking on it. Next, we found that our student user types found it irritating that they had to scroll all the way up to the top navigation bar in order to locate the main navigation once they had scrolled down a significant distance on any given page. Our suggestion to iPassio is that a top navigation bar that sticks to the top of the page regardless of scrolling would work to their site's advantage. Finally, for the students, we found that there were numerous usability issues that arose when using the Profile section. Students had difficulty locating the Edit Profile button, and once inside the profile they had confusion over whether an image on the profile page was a clickable icon or not. This finding comes with the recommendation that iPassio should consider increasing the size and visibility of their Edit Profile button. In addition, we recommend removing the icon of a person with 3 horizontal lines next to them. This was a source for confusion among our users, as the 3 horizontal bars often signify some kind of clickable menu. We believe that we found significant, relevant, and actionable data for the team at iPassio, but that's not to say that our project didn't have its shortcomings. Firstly, a larger degree of contact between our team and our respondents for our survey would have been a more ideal situation. We were not only in a wildly different time zone, but we had to go through an intermediary to distribute our survey. For the usability testing, we feel that adding more browsers and device types for our testing would be a good step to take were we to do this project again. Overall, the team of Westward Scroll has greatly enjoyed the opportunity to work alongside iPassio and the SI622 teaching team in order to make this usability analysis happen. Thank you so much to everyone who helped or participated in any way, and thanks again for watching.